Hey guys, Mike here at Animation Tutorials, and welcome to part 2 of our space gun. Okay, so let's start where we left off. Okay, so we are going to move towards this section here, which is this section in the middle. For that, we're going to take a polygon cylinder, we're going to pull that up, we're going to hit E and rotate that over to -90. Let's set our translate values to 0 and hit R and scale this guy way down. I have to zoom in, W to pull out. And let's just check from this view to see where we're at. Okay, and we still have our X-ray on, so I'm just going to turn that off for 1 sec so I can kind of see where I'm starting and where I'm ending. That would be about there. We're going to right click at our vertex. We're going to take that and pull that out to about here. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 sections going on there. So we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool, Option Box, Multiple, and we'll do 12. It doesn't want to do that. I know, we'll do 10. Okay. Okay, that should be fine. And then we're going to right click, go to Face. And we're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude. And let's do 0.1, maybe a bit more. 0.15, maybe even more than that. 0.2. Okay. Let's just see how we're doing. That's okay, I think. And now let's work on our main body. For that, we'll take another polygon cylinder. We'll pull that up. We'll hit E. We'll rotate that to -90. We're going to set caps to 0. We'll do maybe that's a bit much. We'll do 20 on the subdivisions, and we'll make sure that it's centered. So we're going to set our translate values to 0, and now we can hit 4 so we can see where we left that guy. Crap. There he is. Pull that out. Set our translate values to 0. There we go. 5 for shaded mode. Okay. We're going to go in here. We're going to turn on our X-ray again. And we're going to hit R and we're going to scale that guy down to about here. And then we're going to right click at our vertex, take these vertices and kind of slope them inwards. Okay. Now at this point you can see that the angle of our image is way off. So we're going to try and do it straight. Okay. And we're going to use the main shape as, I don't know, call it inspiration. Right click face, edit mesh, extrude, hit R, scale it in just a bit, G to repeat, W to pull out, and then hit R and flare that out once again. So we kind of get that little step there. Okay. And now we're going to hit W and we're going to start to pull that out and flare that. And we're going to add these sections later. G to repeat, W to pull out, and R to flare that out. G, W, pull that out, and R to flare out, GW, pull it out, and R, GW, pull that out and hit R, GW, pull it out, GW, pull it out and hit R and kind of flare in. And obviously we're following the top line of our model right now. GW, pull that out and flare that in somewhat. GW and R to bring that in. GW, and we're going to need some tweaking obviously, but at least we have a starting point. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, so we're going to right click, we're going to get a vertex, and we're going to take this vertex row. We're going to flare that out and the W and bring that down. Then we're going to take this row, flare that out to about there. Take this one, hit R, and kind of pull that down. This one, we're going to hit W. We're going to pull it down to about there, and then we're going to again try to hold our top line and our bottom line. Not too bad. It's kind of tedious, but we should be able to get pretty close to where we need to be. So let's see what we have so far. That's that. And then we're going to right click at object mode. We're going to hit R. And we're going to kind of push it in just a little bit. I'm going to want to smooth this guy out. So I'm just going to do a quick test, which is not bad. Hit 1 to go back. We're going to go to Mesh Tools, Enter the Edge Loop Tool option box, single setting, and I'm going to add some edge loops there and there, and we'll do one at the end. Q on my keyboard. Now let's shut this down, and then we're going to look at some details here. We kind of have this band going on here, and what we'll do there is we'll right click at a face, see if we can rotate it a little bit without distorting our model too much. And it's kind of neat that we kind of distort the shape anyway, because our original looks a bit off in that respect as well. So we're going to go to Edit Mesh, Extrude. Let's do 0.15. Right click object mode. Let's hit 3 to smooth it again. 1 to go back. Mesh Tools, Enter the Edge Loop tool. And let's add some edges here. Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, and 3 to smooth. Much better. Okay. And now let's see if we can create this fin on top. Hit 1 to unsmooth. And what we'll do is we'll right click, go to edge, take that center edge line and go to edit mesh and bevel. Okay. Now let's see where this thing starts. It starts around here. So we're gonna right click at a face. And we got that entire thing going on. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to edit mesh and extrude. And we're gonna W and we're gonna pull that up. Okay, I think we started a bit early on that one. So we're gonna hit Control Z and we're gonna deselect these faces here. I think that's better. Looks like I still didn't get everything yet. Deselect that. I'm just gonna hit 4 so I can kind of see if I got anything else. Hit 5 to go back. Let's pull that up. That looks cleaner already. Control Z to go back. We don't want that fin to go all the way back to the end. It's going to be, but let's say on the third section there. Okay, so we'll not select these or this one or that one. Control Z. Yeah, it's better. Okay. So let's start to raise that up. And then let's move that way back. Now, as we're doing this, I'm seeing that my fin is starting after that edge there. So Control Z to go back down. Still something going on here. There we go. All right, so we got that. Let's start to slope that quite a bit. Okay, and then we're going to move in and we're going to right click at our vertex. Let's move them a bit and just move them to the top here. And let's see how far that will bring us. Not too bad. We'll need some tweaking, of course. So, mesh tools, insert edge tool, option box, multiple, and we'll do 4. Actually, I don't want them there. Let's see. Let's try 1. No, that won't fly either. Okay, we'll figure it out. No worries. First, I'm going to try this I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna right click, go to vertex, take this vertex, hit W and bring that up. It's bringing us closer. Now we just want to see how this is going to look first before we start to change everything. Okay, so we got all that. We're going to right click at a face. We're going to select that top face row here. We're going to go to edit mesh, extrude. We're going to hit W. We're going to raise that just a little. It's not bad, except that we don't want the end here. And then we're going to go to edit mesh, extrude, and give it 0.02 thickness. I'm going to right click at object mode. I'm going to hit 3 to smooth it out. And let's see what we have. And that's not bad. Kind of like that. We can clean it up though. We got some issues back here. This going on, Control Z to go back. And the issue that we have is the stuff down here. So we're going to deselect. Yeah, we'll deselect those. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to see where my issue's at, and it's in this corner here. Let's try the offset. Just gonna go back a few steps, guys. Just hit Control Z to go back. Right click, object mode, hit 3 to smooth out. Just see what we got and whether, okay, we'll get back to that in a sec, okay? Any issues there? Oh, that's fine. Okay, so we got all that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit 1. And we are going to look at where the other band is, which is kind of in the middle here. So that would be this guy. And we're going to select that, and we're not going to select this. Okay. We're going to go to Edit Mesh and Extrude under Face. Let's do 0.1. Let's go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool Option Box, Single Setting. I'll add one right there and right there. Close that out, hit Q on our keyboard, right click object mode, and 3 to smooth. Okay. Still looks all right. And what's our next step? Just trying to see whether this is going to be an issue or not. Yeah, there's a little issue there. And that's this face right here. Just going to hit W. And just raise that up a bit. So now if we go to object mode, I hit 3 to smooth out. Just give me a sec, guys. I had this face going on here. Okay, edit mesh, extrude. And we're doing this on the fly, guys, so apologies that I have to move from one spot to the other sometimes. All right. Yeah, okay. So let's see what's next. We got this kind of banana shape or whatever kind of thing that's called. So we'll take a polygon cylinder. We'll hit E, we'll rotate that to -90. We'll switch to this view here. Hit W, bring that down and bring that in. F to zoom in. And then we'll hit R, we'll scale it in a bit. And then scale it up. And in. And then we're going to hit F to zoom in. We're going to set caps to 0. Right click face. Edit mesh. Extrude. Hit W and pull that out. And R to scale in. G to repeat. W to pull out. R to scale in. G to repeat. W to pull out. R to scale in. G to repeat. W to pull out. And R to scale in. Okay. Then from this view, edit mesh, extrude, hit R, scale it in just a bit, G to repeat, W to pull out, a bit more, G to repeat, W to pull out, and R to scale in, GW, R to scale in, GW, and oops, R to scale in, and GW, and just pull that out like so. And then we're gonna right click at a face, not that, and go to edit mesh, extrude, 0.1. Okay. We're going to go to mesh tools, insert edge loop, and we'll do one there, not there, and one there. Q, right click object mode, hit 3 to smooth out. Okay. We want to hold that shape in the middle, so we're going to go to mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, and do one right there, and one right there. Q on a keyboard, right click object mode, and hit 3 to smooth. Much better. Okay. So let's just turn off our X-ray for a sec. And we're starting to get closer. Okay. Still quite a lot to do, but that's fine. Let's focus on the back end here. And let's get this guy in position. From our top view, And that is now centered. Okay. Let's look at what's going on here. First, we're going to create a polygon cylinder. We're going to hit E. We're going to rotate it over. -90. Set our translate values to 0 to get it centered. And then hit W and pull that out. Now, as you can see, it's not at the center of our model, so we're going to have to bring it down to about there. Hit R, scale it down quite a bit more. That looks about right. We're going to pull it out until we're right there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go to Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop Tool. We'll add one there, there, and there, there, and there, one there, one there. Okay. Then we're going to move back in. We're going to right click at a face, select these, and go to Edit Mesh, Extrude. Let's try that again. Looks like my faces are no longer selected for some reason. Let's redo that. Right click face, those. Edit mesh, extrude. Some kind of problem there for some reason. One more go at that. Edit mesh, extrude. Okay. Not quite sure what the problem is. It happens on occasion. So what we'll just do is this. We'll take a polygon cylinder, give that some height, rotate that over to -90, set our translate values to 0. We're going to hit 4 for wireframe mode. And let's see where he put our guy on the center of our grid, obviously. We're going to hit W, we're going to bring that out. Have to zoom in. And like I said before, because it is not centered anymore, our model is sloping down. We're going to do it this way. So let's put that there. And then we're going to hit Control D to duplicate. We'll pull one over here. We'll hit R. We'll scale it out a bit. And then we'll right click at our vertex, take these vertices, hit R and flare it out like so. Right click object mode, Control D to duplicate, and W to pull out, R to scale up quite a bit, Control D to duplicate, W to pull out, and we are going to right click at our vertex, take these vertices and flare them out until they're pretty much level. Okay. And then we'll take these two, mesh combine, modify center pivot, Control D to duplicate, W to move over, and E to rotate to 180, and hit W and move them just slightly, and then take this mesh separate, Control D, modify center pivot, bring that one over there, and hit R, and scale that down to about here. Then we want one of these rings, so Control D to duplicate, W to move that over here, F to zoom in, and R to scale down. And then we're going to have this odd shaped guy. Okay, so for that, let's see if there's something that we can use. We'll take this, Control D to duplicate, W to move out, move up, and hit F to zoom in. 4 for wireframe mode, so we can center it. Okay, we're going to right click at our vertex, and we're going to take all of these vertices, and we're going to start to bring them in. We're going to scale those in. And I'm going to take all of these in W. And again, we don't have to have an exact identical shape. We just want to have something that looks somewhat appropriate. Okay, so we're going to start to flare those out. Let's see what we've got so far. That's not bad. And then we want our little sphere at the end, and we'll do all of this stuff. So mesh combine, modify center pivot, Control D to duplicate, W to move out, and move down, F to zoom in, E to rotate the whole thing, and W to move in, and R to scale down. And let's see what we got. Okay, not bad. All right, so what's next? This section down here. Okay, and I think we'll pick that up in part 3. Okay, so that's it for part 2. See you guys in the next video. All right.